Alright guys, welcome to another video on Ocean Network, and today we'll just be discussing about the Ocean Network MCP tool that just came out a few days ago. And according to their documentations that I have right here on the screen, you can visit docs.oncompute.ai and just scroll over to the MCP section. So this tool basically drives compute jobs from any AI agent, and it exposes about 80 tools over the model context protocol. So for those of you who don't know, and have been living under a cave for the past few months, MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it basically allows agents to communicate with external data sources. In this case, Ocean Network. So we can use it on Claude, Cursor, ChatGPT, but I'm just going to go with Claude. So I'll demonstrate that in this video. So what can your agents do? So your agents can basically discover compute providers, write and validate C2D algorithms, that's compute to data algorithms. I've talked about this before on my X page. And you can also run free or paid jobs and manage persistent storage, all in natural language. So you don't need code for this. And I'll be showing you that into this video as well. So let's just see how to connect and configure this. So you can head over here, and they've really done a good job with the documentation. So there is nothing to install. You just have to point your AI client at the hosted connector URL, which is this right here, the mcp.oncompute.ai /MCP. And since we're using Claude, I'll just show it to you, but you can copy it. So let's just go ahead and copy this and head over to a Claude instance that I have. So you head over here, click this, and you head over to connectors. As you can see, I already have it connected. I've been testing it for quite some time now. But if you don't, you can click on add connector and paste that URL that we just copied. Okay. So what job will we be running today to test run this MCP tool that Ocean Network has provided for us? We'll just be doing a word frequency job, right? Something simple to just dip our toes into it a little bit. So let's just get started with it because I already have the MCP tool for Ocean Network connected, so we can actually start writing prompts for this. So let's go ahead and say check what free compute environments are currently available on the Ocean Network. Uh, so I just have asked Claude to check what's actually available right now on the network, and this isn't cached or scripted or anything, and you can see what it says right here. Here's what's currently available on Ocean Network's designated free compute node. Only one environment supports free jobs, GPU based. So GPU is NVIDIA Tesla T4. Okay, I mean we can work with this, so this shouldn't be a problem. So all right, let's ask it to kind of write an algorithm for us and validate it against Ocean Network C2D. So let's say write a stdlib only Python algorithm for Ocean's C2D. I think I didn't spell Oceans, for Ocean C2D that filters. Am I typing out wrong? Filters out common English stop words and ranks remaining by genuine rarity. Shit, that's not used by rarity. Brain rot. From from lowest frequency first. Frequency first. Then we will validate it against their C to D contract before we run it. Okay, so be a good boy, Claude, and get to work. So I've just asked it to write an actual algorithm, nothing fancy, just Python, no external libraries, because that's what runs cleanly. And before anything touches the network, it's gonna get checked against Ocean's own validation rules. Zero errors means it's actually ready to run, and we can actually get started with that. So let's wait for this to do its job. Sanity check. That's a new one. I guess now it's trying to run it through Ocean's own compute to data structure validator. So let's wait for that. Oh, sometimes. All right. So it passed validation cleanly. Zero errors, two minor warnings, and guess the agent has addressed both of them below. Good author logs. I get a good feeling. Um, Flushes was true. Let's revalidate and compile check. This is taking some time, but I guess that's a good thing. So, okay. So what does it say? It works correctly. Stop words they and are gone and the rarest words by exceed at the top. Okay. So summary partitions check with zero. Okay. STD lib, and we can see the actual algorithm itself here. And these are the common English stop words. And stop words are something that I first learned in machine learning. I guess you don't really need them because they are like very common and you see them all the time. Things like a, there, she. So we don't want that to be included in the frequent words that we are trying to get from the text because they would come up like a bazillion times. They are so easily used as fillers as well. So these are just a few functions, and if you've done anything in Python, this shouldn't look strange to you. So okay, that's that. You don't need to actually look at the code because I mean that's not the point here. So with that done, let's proceed to write the next prompt. I mean, let's do some prompting right here. So next, I'm gonna say mint a free ephemeral that's it's gonna be disposable, a free ephemeral auth token for this, and I don't want it to be connected to the wallet. I don't want it connected to the wallet. It to connect to the wallet. I mean, naturally it knows this, but I just want to assume it's dumb and just specify that. So, and this part actually matters a lot if you actually care about privacy and security. So no private key of mine goes anywhere near this. It means a one-time throwaway key just for this session. Okay, I guess we are failing at this for now. So we've hit quite a pickle in here. So I guess this is an error saying that this is happening inside Ocean Zone signing flow, so something that it can't run around. So let's just see what it suggests. We try later. I'll have the patience for that. So, you know, let's just go with option three and try another free node instead to see if this is specific to the node signer. So let's go with option three. Let's go with option three. Let's go with option three. Okay, so let's see. So the paid compute node signer worked fine on first try. So the issue specific to the free compute node. So something this token is bound to the paid node, so it won't work on the free compute stat. So that means that for this to work, we have to leave the free tier and go over to the paid node, which is not the point of this entire video. So we're just going to retry the free node again. Try the free node. Must be a transient issue. So try the free node. Let's see. So it's still suggesting that I go the dashboard route. So I'm just going to try that and see. Let's see. And we're going to get the target PID as well. I'm just going to open a new tab and let's go over here. I'm already logged in on my Ocean dashboard. So if you guys don't have an account, you can create an account and let's see what we can do here. So I have a lot of tokens for previous jobs that I've run. So let's try adding what's the node ID? The node ID, the number we copied. So we paste that in and we're just gonna say 1 hour and try generating it and continue. Failed to generate auth token. I wonder what could be the problem. So but this is a good time to put on my engineering hat and try debugging this. So let's try checking for other free environments. Check for other free environments, for other free environments, for other free environments. So let's just turn this job. This is an interesting way to work. I guess this is good to be able to see the issues that can come up with this and work to debug them. Not necessarily debugging, because I mean I know debugging sounds scary, but try to fix it. File open on the network, not play the default node. We tried using this. Let's just check a couple of the LTS looking ones. No wallet involved. Okay, so a solid alternative has been found. This node has an open free environment with no access restrictions. It's currently idle. That's good. The idle machine is my workshop. And let's confirm ephemeral token minting actually works on it before locking it in. Wow. Never knew my agent could lock in. So it's successful. Working ephemeral free tier or token, no wallet involved. The token is bound to this. So, all right. So let's proceed. So we've been able to actually mint the ephemeral token on a free tier, and we just had to check for other free environments and not use the first one that we discovered. I guess that one was having some issues, and now we can just proceed to run the algorithm. So run the algor algorithm against this Equiano narrative on Project Gutenberg. So I'm gonna paste a link to something from Gutenberg.org, and that's the link right there. I'll add it to below the video description so you can find it there if you want to try running this as well. So we're just gonna run this algorithm now. We're gonna try running this algorithm now to see, you know, if it will actually work, and it's gonna use this text here. Let me just show you the text itself. I think I opened it up here. This is the text. So it's going to use this text, it's going to run the algorithm against this text, right? And try to find out the most frequently occurring words in this text. So let's just hit run and see how that goes. Hopefully, no issues. Okay. Sleuthing. I wonder what that means. Sleuthing. Okay, I think investigating. Yeah. So let's wait for it. Um, okay, P2P start free compute. Let's see. I know this might take quite some time, I guess. So, okay, the job has been submitted, job ID provided, currently pulling the algorithm image. I mean, if you've been following along my X article updates on Ocean Network, you understand the job ID. Although I believe in the Ocean Orchestrator now on VS Code, you could actually replace that with the job name, which makes it actually more user friendly because these IDs are a bit scary. They look like my Ethereum address sometimes. Okay, still pulling the image, continuing to pull, still pulling, and logs are growing steadily, so it's progressing. So from this node, log is still growing steadily, so we can actually so now we can actually watch the status update in real time. It's pulling the image and setting things up and running the algorithm. So for now, it's still actually pulling the image. And I mean, it's giving us feedback, which is what I actually find very interesting and nice. It's giving us feedback that this is normal, and I mean, you don't really get this with VS Code. I mean, okay, so progress image pull finish now at a status 20 configuring volumes. So this is basically trying to fetch the Gutenberg dataset. All right, now status 40 algorithm is actively running against the Equiano text, continuing to pull. This is lovely. Wow, lovely. Ocean Network, you guys are the best. All right, so status 71 exit code 0. Success, the job finished in 130 milliseconds, microseconds, ms. The output is an index star picard result text. Okay. So it's a base 64 encoded tar file, and it's trying to decode and extract it. I had some issues with this before when I was testing this stuff out, so I don't know if it will run properly this time. Oh, it did. I guess it fixed it. That's lovely. So job summary, the node it ran on is this free compute environment, and the runtime is about 130 milliseconds once the container started. So not taking into account, all this pulling the image because that took more than 130 milliseconds. And but when the container started and when it finished, 130 milliseconds. That's impressive. And the text processed is that's about 471,107 bytes across two input files. So I guess the Gutenberg splits the URL fetch into a couple of parts. That's understandable. And 7,133 unique non-stop words ranked by ascending rarity. So the rarest words one, and like a beta abhorrence, and all the way, and the most common non-stop words at the bottom ranking. Okay, let's see this. Frequency one, abreached, abreast, above said, abound, abuser, abuses, Abyssinia. Okay, accommodated, ranking one. So these are some of the first ones. I don't know why they are all A's, but I guess I didn't read the algorithm, so I'm to be blamed for that. Now let's go down and find, all right. So this is called. Let's find the most common. All right. So word visited frequency 6. Okay, so it's appeared 6 times. Vicinity 6 times. Let's just keep going down, 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 down. And vessel 121 times. Soon 126. Soon. Every thought. I mean, these words, I don't know. Should they be stop words? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think we're good. Uh, made 148 times. Appeared in the text. Wow, this is just impressive. I didn't have to write the algorithm myself. I didn't have to set up much. Like in our previous videos, I mean, not videos, in my previous X articles where I demonstrate running an actual job on Ocean Network, we usually have to go through the orchestrator and VS Code, which is a nice little user interface in itself. And we can actually stay in VS Code, but now we can actually do all this on Claude directly, and we don't need to open up VS Code to actually write out the algorithm because that's always been the tough part. That's always been the tough part. So now we can actually we can actually prompt Claude or your AI system or agent of choice to actually write out the algorithm, validate it against Ocean Network's compute to data validator, and just get it running directly on Claude. This is just fine work in my opinion. This is lovely, and And the process itself, like I said earlier, it keeps giving you updates on what's going on. So you don't feel like this is sort of a black box. It keeps giving you updates on what's going on, still pulling the image until it says that the image has been pulled completely, and then it starts to run the algorithm. And then it comes back with success, and then it extracts it and it provides you with a summary of what's going on here. And I mean, the only time we ever had an issue was with when we were in a little bit of a pickle with this with getting the ephemeral token minted for the initial free compute environment that we saw. But ever since then, it's been fluid. So how did we fix that in case just to refresh your memory? Initially we tried the free node and we got the same issue, and then we decided to try generating a hot token directly from the dashboard, and that still didn't work out for us. And then I decided, okay, we decided to check for other free environments to run the job, and we were able to find 12 other peers that were advertising free compute, and the agent was able to eventually get a working ephemeral free tier auth token. approved with no wallet involved, and we got it with this node ID. So whoever is running this node, thank you very much. Uh, Also, he has a friendly name, Ampar Robin Island Speaker. Ampar Robin Island Speaker. That's an interesting name. And everything here just looks, this just looks appealing. I guess this is how I'll be running my jobs from now on. I really don't like going into VS Code unless I have to. Uh, just to let's just get a summary of everything that happened. So let's see if our Claude actually understands what really went on. So let's say summarize what just happened in plain terms. Summarize what just happened in terms. Okay, so here's the whole flow in plain English according to Claude. You asked for a word rarity tool. I wrote a small Python script that reads text, strips out common words like there and of, counts what's left, and sorts it from rarest to most common. I checked it against Ocean's rulebook. Ocean Network runs code on other people's computers. So that's the compute to data approach. That's C to D. So there are rules about how a script has to behave, where it reads input, where it reads output, that kind of thing. Getting permission to run it for free took a few tries. That's the bit of a pickle that we were in. And it kind of made me feel stupid, if I'm being honest, you know. Uh, but I guess it's all good because in the end it came around, it worked. I had to put on a little bit of my engineering art. Props to computer science, yeah. Although we're not really getting jobs. Joking. So to run a job, you need a token proving who you are. The official free compute server Ocean points to keeps rejecting that token request happen 4 times in a row. Really broken on the end. I guess this is something they have to work on. So we found another way in. Instead of waiting on that one server, I searched the wider Ocean network for machines. Are you saying that you search? I told you to search. Don't take the glory for what I said. All right, but thanks, Claude, the AI overlords. I searched the wider Ocean network for any machine currently offering free compute. Found a healthy one that was idle or not, and got a token from it instead. No wallet, no payments, just a disposable ID, good for free jobs on that machine. I ran a script against the Equiano book. I sent the code and the Project Gutenberg link to that machine. So the machine then downloaded the text, ran the script, and handed back a result file. All in about 2 minutes total. Most of it was spent downloading the container image as you saw earlier. So the results out of the whole book, it found about approximately 7,100 distinct 24 words. The rarest ones, used only ones, are unusual period vocabulary like abhorrence, aborigines. Is that aborigines or aborigines? The most common words are everyday narrative words. So yeah, as you can see, so these are more common from here. And if we go up, you can see those strange looking words that I'll be surprised if one of my brothers or bros actually used, like abated, abico, abhorrence. I don't know what those means, but I know what abide means. I mean, I'm abiding, yeah. So ably. I'm curious. Let's just find out what one of these words means. Abico, that looks very strange. Abico. Uh, let's see. If you meant the word abico, food, comma, uh, first person. I guess it's not even an English word. I think it's Italian. Let's try another one. Ably. That sounds more English to me than abico. Ably, meaning? Ably is an adverb that means doing something skillfully, capably, and well. how do you use it in she? It's not a it's not a blind. It's ably, I guess. Yeah, ably. So, but sometimes it just sounds a little bit weird. Ably. So, okay, forgive me, guys. I'm not really a native English speaker, but ably, I got you now. So, I ably ran this job on Ocean Networks MCP2, and this was fun and this was easy. And I guess we need more of this from Ocean Network, and this was just lovely to do. And if you guys want to like do the same thing, run the same job, I'm gonna include the link to the data set, this Gutenberg uh thing on in the description of the video, so you can use that as well. And also the link to the documentation if you want to go through it as well and get to know more of the tools that are available, because there are approximately 80 tools. Yeah, so we can find providers and we can fetch and resolve a data set. So there are so many other tools that you can use here. So I'll add links to that in the description, so feel free to check it out. And all in all, this was a great experience with Ocean Networks MCP2, and I think I'll be doing more of these videos in the future. So feel free to always come along and try things out. See ya.